Good morning, everyone. My name is Beata. I'm based in Centurion, and it is the Wednesday morning training session with me, which I'm trying to do a little bit more of a practical session. So there is a lot of things that is happening. If you've got any questions, please will you just open your mic and talk to me, because I'm going to be sharing the screen for you to have an idea of what the moment when I share the screen, I obviously cannot see the chat box. So just be nice to Beata and speak to me along the lines. You know, and I am almost, just one more thing, today is the 10th of March 2021. So we've got the bearings and the time date right. And today I'm going to be talking about AI Yellow Advert, because I'm the poster child for this thing. So what I've done the webinars of how to build the advert, and I will not go through this again. If you would like to have access to it, please drop me an email, and I'll be more than happy to grant it to you to have as almost a step-by-step. The thing which I always like about videos as well, that I can actually pause it and do what I'm supposed to do, and then go back and move on to the next step. So this is really the idea about all the webinars that I'm posting on a YouTube channel, so you can take it in your own time. So how to build the advert, just a very quick recap, is no special, and this is again my opinion, okay? No special characters. Try to avoid spelling mistakes, even though between, shall we say, English speaking countries like in South Africa, Australia, and when we're going to add America to it, as well as when we're going to add UK to it, serious language differences. But just please try to keep in mind that the simple almost words they are spelled correctly. And the next tip, which I really would like you to pay attention to, make it pretty and make it visible. Okay, so this is where I'm going to kick in to start sharing the screen, because we're going to come up. And the first thing which I'm going to try to encourage you, let me just move myself, and I was just doing something in Polish. So let me just swap it to English. There you go, so much better. So the first thing which I want you to really look at, because there is so much, I would say, information floating, bordering on a false information, that anyone in the room, that I want you guys to be independent enough so you can verify and check the information for you. And the first thing which is coming up, and we're talking about adverts today, okay? So the first thing which I really want you to look at is, if you're going to go right to the bottom of the page of aiyellow.com, and you're going to click on South Africa, okay, what's going to happen is a page will open. I'm operating in Google Chrome. I am on Acer computer, so therefore you might have slightly different visuals. But what you know, it depends on the setup that you've got on of your screen as well. It might look a little bit different. So what you're going to be seeing here is the adverts that are appearing here. So Carl, congratulations, a lot of spring is popping up here. So if we're going to go and click on this particular advert, okay, you can see that it's a pro ad pack. And it is only a pro ad pack because pro ad packs got a ranking of 100 points. So there's a pro ad, that's it, nothing else. And while I'm looking at this advert, when you finish building your advert, because this is what I'm trying to get you to do, the next steps. When you build the advert and it's built correctly, when you're going to be building the advert and you will publish it, please do not forget to publish your advert. It's apparently a bit of an issue if we do not click the publish button and then the adverts do not appear. Please open this advert in 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 a search engine, and you can do it quite easily at the back of the advertisement, because when you're publishing you will see the link, direct link to the advert. Just click on it and keep it open, because then what I want you to do, I want you to look at this advert occasionally. What I picked up is that when I look at this advert while I'm building it, okay, even though it looks the same, the moment when I open it on a big screen, I can see different things. I don't know if you guys got the same thing, but definitely I do. So when you're gonna open this advert, the first thing that I want you to do is click on the rating on the 5 stars. Okay, this is a 1 star, this is a 5 stars. I want you to click on the ranking. And because I can't show you anything else with it, so I'm just going to go back, because there's something else that I want everyone to look at. The adverts that I am selling, let's just go to Pretoria. Okay, and you can see we've got the latest adverts published in AI Yellow, South Africa. It is Springs, Pretoria. Okay, then we've got Springs again, Springs, Pietermaritzburg, Pretoria, Bloemfontein, Eastern Cape, PE, whatever they're called nowadays, Cape Town. So you can see the latest adverts that are being published. So Carl, congratulations, Springs, very active. We are all so impressed with you. Come on, okay? But because those spring adverts do not have certain things, I want you to be aware of something. Whenever I'm building the advert, and you can see it on a difference of the ranking, okay? The previous advert that I was showing you, ranking of 100, mine's got 740. Every advert that I will build in my city directorship, which is Pretoria, Pietermaritzburg, Cape Town, and George, I'm talking about South Africa now, will have a pack of adverts. And I'm just going to keep showing you some stuff, because I've got almost like cheat sheets, okay? But I believe that we should all have them. So this is my cheat sheet number 1. Okay, this is what I have. So on this cheat sheet, I've got the codes that are purchased, and I've got the duration of the codes. What I mean by duration of the codes, there are some codes that are valid for a year, and there are some codes that are valid for a month. Every single advert that I will publish, okay, I will add on those codes that are valid for a year, which means as a city director, I went and I bought it, okay? Those codes, they're sitting as a stock in my portfolio, and every single advert that I will build will have certain things. So there's annual adverts that I'm talking about. And I'm always selling pro ad packs, because I believe this is the best value for money. And I know most of you heard that 1,000,001 times, but I promise you I'm getting to the good stuff. So every single advert that I built will have category spot, will have yellow traffic, will have promo pack reviews, my favorite, okay? Because those are the annual packs. So the moment when the advert will expire within a year, those other codes will expire as well. So you build the advert, you publish your advert. As you can see, I clicked on the ranking as well. So I've got a 5-star here. I'm just going to remove it quickly from I'm just going to adjust something, and every single advert will have my favorites on it. So the moment when I'm looking at this advert, okay, it's my favorites ranking, and I click on my favorite. The reason why I do this, because when you're going to scroll down and you're going to click on my favorites, for me, it's an incredibly quick access to my clients. So when I stroll through social media and someone is looking for automatization of the emails or making the business a little bit more automated, would obviously punt groove funnels. If someone is looking something related to the health industry, say asking questions, I would be punting STEM tech. If someone is looking for perfumes, disinfectants, I would be punting Proficos. Do you guys understand what I'm saying here? Why do my favorites? It's not only adding ranking points, but it's actually, to me, it's an easy portfolio of your clients. And to me, that really gives an access to the next level of how to help your clients with a little bit of more visibility. Okay, so this is where let me just do this quickly. Okay, this is one of the reasons. So now that I've got everything under one umbrella, and the way that you're going to be seeing your favorites is by ranking. The more points you add it, the higher visibility it will have. Okay, hence people are paying good money, so they're having more visibility. Now we build the ad, we do the rating of 5 stars, we adding it on to your favorites, right? This is where we are. And this is what people, if they actually have done those 2 steps, which I think people who build the advert, they don't do it often enough. We're going to now take it to the really next step level, because there is a little bit more work that I do for my clients. We published the advert. We've done as much as we could on the aiyellow.com portal. And what do we do next for the clients to really have this indexation on the search engines? Because this is what we're aiming at. There is a number of search engine optimization tools available on the market, and I'm constantly trying to find something that works better and easier. Okay, and unfortunately, this is the best that I can come up with till today, and this is Rob Hammond Tools SEO crawler. So you might want to spend some time. I'm sure Kurt will do all the research on it, and you will find SEO crawler. The way I'm using Rob Hammond, you might be using something else. So every advert that I publish, okay, if I publish an advert yesterday, I will let it sit for 24 hours. For 24 hours. And the way to check if aiyellow.com, if GDC is making an effort for the advert, if it's indexing, it is quite easy to check. And the way that I do it, I would go to my key phrases, okay, stem cell products in Pretoria. So I would just copy this. Okay, I'm showing you step by step, and I would open a Google search page. I would paste it in here, and I would add AI yellow at the end of it. Okay, so what is going to happen, you're going to have stem cell products available. If I will see the actual advert in here, I'm just going to cross check that that's the right one, because there is another one. okay, in Johannesburg. So this is not it. That's the one in Pretoria, Johannesburg. That's not what it is. So I'm going to go back. That's another AI yellow, Pretoria, South Africa. Okay, let us have a look at that. Okay, still not the advert. Okay. So what actually happens here, this advert that I published the day before yesterday is still not indexing, okay? Which means that it's somewhere in the pipeline for the crawlers to actually find this advert and to take notice of it. But from my side, are you all with me so far? Say yes, press 1, give me a sign of life. And press 7 if I'm boring you to death. I'm all for it. Okay, so I'll just speed up the process. If the advert is not indexing, okay, because it's me and I am impatient, I want to speed this whole process up. Okay, and this is where I'm using the Rob Hammond search engine optimization crawler. I would open this advert that I want to move on. Okay, I want this thing to be visible. I would copy the link to the advert from the URL address. Is that one here? I wouldn't go to direct link to advert, which is on the advert right here, but I would copy the URL address. Okay. And I would put it in here. And all what I'm going to be doing is just click on crawl. But while I'm here, I want to show you the next step. So the timeline is as follows. You will publish an advert. You will give it a minimum of 24 hours for, shall we say, AI Yellow to start the wheel in motion for the advert to be indexed, okay, on search engines. So you publish the advert 24 hours. I would actually go to Rob Hammond and just scroll it here. This is what I will do. I will just click on crawl and I will leave it for about half an hour to an hour, let it do its work. And then I would just do while this is happening, I would be doing something else. Now, after another 24 hours, so this is day number 2, I would click on advanced options. And this is where the fun starts. It says include, okay, the regular expressions, which is nothing else but the key phrase that we agreed with the clients. Okay, in this particular case, it is stem cell products in Pretoria. This is what I agreed with the clients on. So stem cell products in Pretoria is the key phrase. So what I would do, I would put the key phrase in here. And the rest, okay, me being me, I'm ignoring it. And if you're going to scroll a little bit further down the line, you've got a couple of options. So now listen to me very carefully how I use Rob Hammond, okay? I published the advert 24 hours down the line. I would be crawling it through Rob Hammond. Another 24 hours will pass, and this is where I would click on those extra options. I would put the key phrase in here, and this is my first crawl would be on a desktop Chrome Mac. And another 24 hours will go by, and I will go, excuse me, to mobile iPhone and crawl this again. And then I would go 24 hours. So this is like day number 4, okay? I would crawl it on a tablet. Then is day number 5, Googlebot. Then it's day number 6, the mobile smartphones. Then is number 7, news. Day number 8, images. Are you guys getting this? So just because we're making this incredible amount of money, it doesn't mean, and this is why I think the performance of our adverts really can be enhanced just by doing this a little bit extra. The moment, if you will set it up, okay, let me just go advanced option. While I'm here, I might as well, okay. Um, Stem cell products in Pretoria. So let me just push that through. Okay, just scroll. While this whole process is being done, you can quite easily do something else, play around somewhere else, and there is so much more that can be done. So it's running in the background, but you can still do this. So again, if I can encourage anyone, okay, please look into buying my favorites because it really helps to keep your portfolio of clients a little bit further along and more convenient for you, and really have your clients almost at your fingertips. So if someone's going to ask you for something, there it is. You can recommend your clients. And let us just face the reality. If the Even though we are not a sales portal, I believe that we are in advertising, in marketing, in online visibility uh, field. But the truth of it is, if the clients will have no financial gain from the adverts, okay, this is what they're going to be throwing at you. And that's another mission, okay, another webinar, how to almost defend your product to the clients who says, I did not receive a single sale from your advertisement. But I really want you to help the clients, because if you know that you recommended it, then why not? The other thing which I want us to be encouraged is to network our clients. And the way to do this, let us just go to our favorite STEM Tech. Where's the STEM Tech? There it is. Okay, just bear with me. So if we are talking to people, why don't we post the latest adverts? Even the link. I'm sure and I'm going to be using the GDC plus extras group, and it's all about education. There is over 60 people in the group. I'm sure someone would be interested in a health products. I'm sure someone would be interested in most probably business cards. There's got to be someone who's going to be interested in investment opportunities, in accounting services, in rigging, whatever it is. Why not post the link on it? And this is what I would strongly encourage everyone to do. And I've got, shall we say, a team of people that will actually do this, because I've got this make inquiry button, which is so hidden everywhere. Why not make an inquiry? And I mean, really, it can be so non-committal, okay? But it's going to give the client so much more. It's quick to do, and all what you really have got to do is, please, may I have your prices, okay? And do you deliver in Johannesburg, for argument's sake, okay? You click that you're not a robot, and you send it off. Okay, your query was sent. Now, what does it tell the clients? Just let us, and I'm not saying to start doing it forcefully, but I'm saying that there could be just someone in there that might need a product of your client. So this is what I'm building onto to to help the clients to have a little bit more oomph, to have a little bit more visibility. And you know something, between the whole lot of us, I believe that we can help our clients a little bit more to almost start getting more inquiries in. Because for I'm just using the stem cell as a as an example. For argument's sake, I know that I can go to stem cell website and buy this product at 720 rand plus the courier services which they charge, which is 99 rand. So if I'm going to get a price from those people, okay, and they're going to be charging me 1,000 rand, of course I will not buy this from them because I would rather go to another source. But it's going to be really such a big pool of our advertisers that they do have an amazing deals, and they do have those um really worth products that we don't have to force ourselves to buy because we're going to be using it on a daily basis. There's got to be someone who's going to be using something. So what I'm saying here today, there is so much more that we can do for our clients. To me, ranking it with 5 stars, to me, putting it in your favorites, it's an absolute must, is the absolute minimum that as a city directors we can do to our clients. And then to spread the news about the clients and really take it at least this one step further to help them to recover the expenses that they had on marketing their company, their product on aiyellow.com. All right, so this is me so far. I'm going to stop sharing the screen. We're going to be opening the mics. If anyone up for discussion, yes, no, one for yes, zero for no. You've got nothing else to add on, okay? And if you don't, I hope you appreciate it. I'm under half an hour today. Okay, Carly's
Okay,
fine. Everyone,
Beata.
yes.
Okay, so you do this for pretty much all the adverts and advertisers that are advertising with you. How do you actually track which advert to do this on a particular day? So you know that you did, let's say, that on the advanced Rob Hammond, you did the first option yesterday, the second option you must do today, the next one the next day. Do you have some kind of a cue that you just prompt yourself or some kind of reminder?
I use, I use Outlook. So on my Outlook, I will have this list to do. But what I do nowadays, I've got an order form. Just, just wait. I just implemented this. Okay, so it's in a nappy stages. But really, what I've got, what I would do, I would print an order form. I'm just going to show you an old one. Okay. So it's an order form that I get from my client, which is on Excel spreadsheet forms. I can copy and paste without making a mistake. So that's the order form. And at the back, I've got like a cheat sheet. Okay. And you can do it in Excel format and just swap the page around and print it on the other side. And then I really go out there and tick one at a time. Because to me, that's the easiest way to do it. So if you would actually see my desk, it's an absolute mess because to the time when I will not tick all the boxes, okay, I would not take the order form away from my desk. And the other thing which I'm doing nowadays, I'm putting everything together. So my cheat sheet or keeping me in line of what do I do, because what I found as well, that while building the adverts, I occasionally ran out of codes, which means I've got to go back, purchase the codes, and then take it, go back and start adding the codes, which occasionally creates a little bit of confusion in my blunt little mind. So what I've done as well, I created this almost list of codes that I would have to add, which I found, to me it's easier, because when I add category code to my advert, I tick it. If I'm going to add area spot, I would tick it. My favorites, I would tick it. The yellow traffic, I would tick it. So the moment when all the boxes are being ticked, okay, it's done. I wish I could find another easier way to do it, but no, I haven't so far. And then I've got this Rob Hammond cheat, okay, and I will take it off. What I'm saying about this 24-hour period between the search engine optimization tools crawlers that we do is because doing it more often, I don't know why, but it's just not working too well. Okay. So I think that minimum 24 hours between the crawl option, it's it really brings out the best, almost value for money to my client. And we all know that the codes will cost us X, you know, and we make ourselves a lot of money along the lines. But if I believe that if we want to our clients to renew the adverts on regular basis, we really and truly need to put a little bit of more work, especially in the beginning stages of the advert being built. Okay. I'm just going to switch off the recording because this is it, like for the time being.